Welcome to another episode of Crown and Cask. Today I have a little fun little review. This time we are doing bourbon. And what I have, and I recently just got a Wilderness Trail Kentucky Straight Bourbon Family Reserve. So this is a barrel pick in a group. And then I thought we'll compare against the Four Roses small batch select. So I think it was a great comparison due to the price point. Overall in my area, there's been a lot of talks about the Wilderness Trail popping up. They made a few different types of bottles, such as the wheat, the rye, and they make a bottle in bond. And this is a special pick in a whiskey group. So look forward to trying it. I have not tried Wilderness Trail yet. So I'm excited to see for myself how it is. So let me just talk about the bottle. This is bottle DSPKY 20005, barrel number 16L19A7. Again, this is Family Reserve. Just a little quick highlights. This is made, what they are proud of is locally sourced grains from old traditional mash bill of 64% corn, 24% wheat, and 12% malted barley. They say they use copper column distilled from a single fermented batch using a special sweet mash process and put it into the barrel at 110 proof. So of course this is cask strength. So right here, there's a lot of stores around me been carrying in their product. It's maybe a year or two old. Then again, we comparing this to the Four Roses. This is a small batch select. I picked this because this is about the same ABV. This is a little high. This is 117 and this is 104 proof, about 52%. And Four Roses is a standard and well-respected bottle in the community, so I thought I'll give it a try. I have not had this bottle in a long time. I would say over a year. So excited to try that again. So let me, before I start, let me open up this bottle. We could open that up, let it breathe. Hopefully this time I have all my glasses prepared. Again, I'm using a new mic, this time wired. So hopefully that works a little bit better. I'm excited for this one. Now I have been passing on the bottles. There's just so much coming out now in bourbon, which is great for the consumer. Oh, forgot the age. It's the most important thing. This is aged 4 years and 8 months. Barrel number 4 char. Yeast and use is Firm Pro 1, stored in Rickhouse AN1586. I think I read up a little bit about them very quickly, a couple minutes, and they store everything on their own place. Smells like a good solid bourbon. A lot of corn and caramel. You really could feel the alcohol in that. Oh, this. A lot of the new distilleries are using this shaped bottle, which is also interesting. It's a little harder to hold now. Nice plastic cork, which is nice because it doesn't break on you. Nice, I guess that's a WT design. I don't know if you can see that. I think that's a nice touch. Kentucky Tradition Straight Bourbon. Okay, so I think I'm gonna like that one. It's a group pick from a few members of a group I am in. I think my nose just got killed by that. that bottle over there. The proof really, really hits you. So I guess, let me go 4 roses first because the proof is lower. I don't want to be, my mouth just to, my palate just to die from all the alcohol. I just had a little dram of the 4 Roses single barrel a few days ago. I haven't drank 4 Roses in a while. They have a lot of recipes. And talking about one, give you the age on this one. This is a little older, I know that. So 6 and 7 year bourbons, non-chill filter from a straight barrel, mellow and smooth at 104 proof. This is 3 out of proprietary yeast, which is VKF. So this was a very exciting bottle when it came out a few years ago because it's essentially a small batch barrel, high proof. Wow. I can't believe I haven't tried it in so long. It is delicious. Color is light to medium legs. The nose is really light, really hard to pick up anything. A little floral, corn. It knows like a 4 Roses. For those of you that drink a lot of 4 Roses. I think just from my nose, I think I'll be able to pick it out. On the palate now, on the second taste, and get a little bitterness. A lot of caramel, a lot of corn. Maybe medium to long finish. That just kind of keep going and going. The pepper in the back. That's good. I would love that in an old fashioned. I usually make my old fashioned with a rye. Sometimes I throw 4 Roses, a small batch in there. But I think that has that sweetness. Okay. Now to the Wilderness Trail. 4 years and 8 months. I know that bottle and bond usually go for 5 and 6 years. So this is actually somewhat young, I believe, for what they've really released. I'm curious to see what the group picked the others. Usually they get about three different samples. I wonder if this is the youngest or the oldest. Get a lot of candy. Sweetness on this. The legs are similar between both. The color is almost exactly the same, can't tell. And this 4 Roses is double in age, right? Almost. I'm just gonna take a little bit of time. You can feel like it just needs to open a little bit more. Not that a few seconds or minutes make a difference, but I guess it does sometime. Wow. Very dark, very rich. Char. I guess that from the char barrel. They almost remind me of the bottle of last review, the Dicko, but not as, doesn't taste as, char and charcoal. Wow. That's a good 4-year-old. I don't think I have drank anything that young in a while that I enjoy as much. I was originally gonna put it against the Buffalo Trace, but I figure, you know, it's not fair to compare that to Buffalo Trace due to the higher proof, but I thought the Buffalo Trace was a good rounder. The price point was different. But I think this is a good compare. Wow, this is hard. This is hard. And I say that because initial reaction, I like both. Wow, what's the percent on this? 58.5, 117. Wow, very easy. I mean, you do get a little bit of burn, but you could drink this. Really warms your palate on a cold day like today. And let me go back to this. Initial tasting is a little rough on the edges, but in a way also smooth in its body. But it just lingers around on your palate. The finish is good. Good pick by the group, guys and ladies. I don't know who was on the pick team. I don't know if you guys. I'll share this video in the group. Most of our members got it today, so everyone is opening their bottle, and I think only so far about 3 people opened it. They enjoyed it. They didn't give a review or anything, but they say it was decent. To be honest, I was kind of nervous buying it. I just don't like very young bourbons, but this one shows that bourbon could be great at 4 years and 8 months. I'm comparing against a well-established distillery, Four Roses, and I believe 8 and 10, give or take. They don't really give the percentage. No, 6 and 7. I'm sorry, 6 and 7 years old. So, not quite double, but definitely a couple years. And you could get a good product. Alright, so I think it's gonna be very hard. I don't know which one I like more, to be honest, right now, if you ask me. Let me compare by the nose and palate, and then overall. I want to be objective. I do like both. It's not every day that you open a new bottle of bourbon and you're like, oh, it's a good dram. Now I'm happy I got 3 bottles. I think there were 220 bottles from this barrel, and this is number 94. Thought I'd share that. 220, that's a good size. That's about right. Actually, I would think you'll get more. Alright, so nose. Very light, very floral. Just gentle, classic, refined. Very refined. Sugar, corn. The alcohol is there, but doesn't punch you as much. Very refined. And Four Roses has been making bourbon for a long time. It's actually a distillery that I want to go to in Kentucky. So hopefully COVID is over and we get to travel a little bit more. It was on my bucket list last year. Yeah, not much more, not much, again, not much to pick up. This bottle has been open for a while. I got one of the first one in my area. I think shout out to Michael. I think he picked it up for me. Local enthusiast in my area. I think he picked it up for $55-$60 at that time. It's still not readily available, I don't think. I don't know. I haven't been looking. Maybe it is. I think it is available. I lie. During Christmas, I think I saw a couple bottles in my stores. It's available. It's not a special release or anything. Yeah. I stand by that nosing. Floral. Hint of sweetness. Present. I mean, quintessential. But I know I was not gonna taste it, but then just happens, when you have a glass that close. I'm getting, now that I taste it, I'm getting a little medicinal taste. Not that it's a bad medicinal. Alright, well, that happened. I was supposed to drink that. Okay. Let's nose this. You know what? The nose is it's just two different bourbons, right? I wouldn't say one is better than the other. This is just deeper, which is amazing because this is a younger bourbon, but it shows the importance of the ABV that brings out to the bourbon, right? You get more of that punch. It's not as proofed down and watered down. You don't have to try as hard. This I really gotta. It's very gentle. Maybe it's 4 roses, but you guys have to try. But this is barrel. This is high proof too. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, but it just shows you. I haven't. I have a nose, but I can't pick it up. I want to feel like it's autumn, like nose. I know that's. Very distinct nose. Well, bold. It's actually softening up. A lot of toffee and corn. Deep, rich, versus light, refined, very floral, very, very floral. And 4 Roses is always known to be, have that floral characteristic. All right, let's go for a taste. Deep, sweet. The finish is longer than the 4 Roses. Wow. 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 The 4 Roses is not as complex. Wow. Wow. I think I'm gonna go with my original instant. I think we're gonna pick Wilderness Trail over 4 Roses. Wow. You know what? I picked this as a comparison because I know I love this. I like this a lot. Small batch select. This is a big hit when it was being released. No, you know what? They're both good though. Maybe I'm giving it a better score, but due to its age, and it's rare to have. It's exciting for consumers, enthusiasts like me, to show the things are coming out for us. It ups everyone's game and have more good spirits for us all to try. So overall, both very great. So who would buy what for what occasion? Okay, well, first off, I would not start the night with this, okay? So most likely this is a better all-rounder, right? Very easy, very floral, very light. Someone that likes Scotch, I would give this to them. They're trying to get the high proof game. Make cocktails because I need the high proof to not water down the cocktail. This is just maybe a mid to end night where you just want a little punch in your bourbon, a little deeper flavor. Yeah, both very good. Score is very close. It's very close. I mean, I think this win by a few hair, but I love it. I love it. Price is about the same. This is $56. I think this is about $55. Wow, I'm gonna look out for. I'm excited to try the other two. They have a Weed It and they have a Rye. I gotta try them out. Now I gotta look for them. See? Yeah. Wow, the group did well. Very easy, no bite, minimum bite. Bite in a good way, People that drink high proof, they just want that bite, but don't want it like it's like a disgusting, like, oh, I'm gonna throw up. I know that's probably lack of a bad word, but you could drink this, you could sip this all day. You know what? I'm gonna throw a little water in there. Let's see if it opens up a little bit more on both. I should really use a teaspoon, but we make do. I'd be excited to put this in a blind tasting for someone. Wow, I want to do that blind tasting. I want to see which one I would judge. Because, I thought coming to this video, I think the Four Roses I would like more. But the Wilderness Trail, single barrel. The problem with single barrels, of course, that's it. The barrel is the barrel. You don't know, you're going to get the same with the next bottle. But I think that's what makes it interesting, like, wine, different years, keeps evolving your palate. And weather conditions, the art that they put these bottles together. You can see the care, the care. When they put the word Family Reserve, this is something, wow, can you imagine this is a 15-year bourbon? Oh my God, it might put Pappy 15 on to shame. You know what? If you guys are looking Wilderness Trail, I would love to see some higher age stuff. I would love to see 6 to 8 years, 10 years, 15 years. Let's get going. I know you guys are somewhat new, but you have supporters here. I don't know how long it took us to get a barrel from Wilderness Trail, but I could tell you that our group is very selective in what we buy. I think we do 4 to 6 barrels a year, maybe. And ever since the bourbon hype, it's been hard to source single barrels. I will not put water in this bourbon. I feel like, wow, it really thins it out. The complexity is lost. The finish is now, for lack of a better word, little to zero. It shows the importance of a high proof. You shouldn't. You should. I would. Keep it high proof, and if want you can control, you could add water. But yeah, the water kills it. I would not like this if it is sold at, for example, 40%. So I wonder is the proof or not. Now let me try the 4 Rosa small batch select. Again, non-chill filter, 104. Nose is the same, floor, lighter. Was always light to begin with. It's a little bit more thinner, but the complexity is still there. You know, I really, to be honest, didn't give it a fair assessment because I didn't use a teaspoon to give the exact amount of water, and I poured them out the same sort of portion of water. You know, I'm reviewing for different proof, but I think I was pretty close to what you would do average. You know, no one sitting at the bar with a teaspoon usually. You usually add water from a water bottle or something like that. And you know what? The water, and you know, I haven't drank as much of this, but it shows how 4 Rosa small batch is great, even at lower proof, and it tastes like it. So that's the review. If you find it, see it, try it, let me know your thoughts. If you have tried it before, let me know your thoughts. If you tried both, let me know what you like better. It's very close. It's very close. You know, different bottles for different moods, different days, different times of different part of your tasting of the night. So great, both great. Let me give it a score. This is gonna be high. Probably the highest one I counted so far. Probably one of the better bourbons I had in a year. I'm gonna say that. Well, this year's 2022, but even last year, it's up there. It is up there. You know what? For me to give it a score, I feel like I want to get the score right. I haven't technically given what was 80 to 85, 85 to 90. I have a ballpark range, but this is mid 80s, maybe high 80s. Hmm. 86, 84. Boom. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Share your comments, subscribe. Oh, I can't believe I'm one of those people. Subscribe. It's fun. Let me know some advice. I'm gonna try to improve some equipment, some lighting, some mic. I'm using a wired mic. Maybe we'll go wireless, maybe do camera. I'm trying to figure out how much invested I am gonna get into this hobby. But that's a bourbon review. See you next time. Thank you for staying with us, or with me.